back to Heaven's Vault, where I feel like this is pretty much the same summary as last time. Did we not? VOD was surprisingly muted. That's bad news. Thank you for letting me know. Like, not the whole VOD, right? Was it... Sometimes... it doesn't happen often, but sometimes it, like, mutes the first, you know, like, the little sweeping intro. Towards the end? Oh, maybe because of my outro? Strange. Can't think of any other reason. Anyhow. Deseroth. It's going pretty good. It muted my VOD where there was gameplay and no music at all. Just my lovely, lovely voice. They're like, he's got to be singing something. I mean, he's got to be playing some famous musical artist's songs. He sounds so good. So what was the... Oh, no. Oh, he's doing... I didn't ask him to ready the tackle, did I? I might have hit the wrong button. It happens. That's one thing that... Oh. I mean, that... Hang on. Fixed. So where are we right? We're on... Right, we went to Elbereth and showed her... I was expecting there to be more that happened. But no, we showed her the... Whatever it is. The bracelet? Cylinder? The cylinder. Oh, that's right, we found the kid. We found the kid and dropped him off. How was that not in the summary? We found someone who years ago was teleported off of Elbereth all the way across the universe to the Withering Palace. Alright, so I think there's some... That's what my plan was. When we ended last time, I said, let's go to one more place and then go back to Iox and talk to a library man. Evidence suggests a moon deep in the rocky caverns of fast talking, which I can't read fast enough to keep up with. I could also go back to anywhere, like go back to Rembus Dig site if I wanted to. See if anything new shows up. I've yet to revisit anywhere other than the cities. Get our talk on. So are robots capable of Kibo? That's Japanese for hope. Certainly. We calculate odds, of course. And then we never tell them to anyone. Like, never tell me the odds. Josiah, it's going pretty good. We just started. We were flying to the, what did they say? Steel something? Steel Empire site. A new place which we have not been to before. I wonder if I inverted my mouse, would I would I do better at flying through here? It seems like I'm always pointing the camera in crazy angles. Is that why? Is it because I expect it to go one way and it goes the opposite way? Because I do inverted controls for like first-person shooters, like airplane controls. You move the mouse forward and you point down. Yeah, last year, I played through Outer Wilds, which was pretty similar to this, in the sense that you're going around a universe, basically being like an archaeologist. But the gameplay was a bit different. there was more of an exploration. There definitely wasn't the language aspect to it. Like there were
I saw a fish.
yeah, she's crazy. She's talking about that time she went crazy.
But maybe
There's no fish. There's no mermaids either. In Outer Wilds, it's more like you know, you just find you find ancient script and you just click on it to translate it. So the translation aspect isn't there, but the whole like go around and try to uncover this story in a non-linear fashion. Yeah, Outer Wilds. So wait, so which one came out first? This or Outer Wilds? Not that I would accuse either one of copying off the other. But that I could totally get into this as a genre. Structure by the bank? Where? It's gone now. What nonsense. I had my eyes wide open. I didn't see anything. Oh, there's one. A ruin. Ruin from the Steel Empire. No inscription. Actually, that seems to be a common thing, right? When we're looking for a new place, we'll find a ruin and it'll be like, oh, we found a thing. There's no inscription on it, but it's from the place that we're here to find, so maybe doing that narrows down your chances of finding it. So practically at the same time. Wow. There was just a post on Patient Gamers, which is a subreddit that I poke my head into sometimes, where somebody had played through the original Half-Life and Portal for the first time. And they were like, man, I kind of miss this whole linear game thing. Like, as interesting as non-linearity is, it is also possible to craft a wonderful linear experience. Like to just go, yep, here's the beginning, and you'll be led through what you have to do the whole time, and then, you know, you get to the end and there were no branching paths, there was no, you know, the narrative couldn't have wound up at 50 different conclusions or 50 different paths to different conclusions. This game, I have no idea. I'm trying to get the smash into a rock ending. That's the one I'm going for. So I guess it's over there. Like, we'll... I tried going through there, but... No, wait. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to the right. I think I see. That and the idea of going like, hey, let's have a world that's not an open world. It's just there are a series of locations, each of which you visit once in a predetermined order. And it's like we definitely went from having that to like open world. It's like, well, the open world isn't strictly better. It's just a different way of doing things.
Sometimes when you find a place, you find it overflowing with humanity, with life, with joy.
With humans.
Struggle. Flames that burn
Up
so
to our
brightly,
nipples in humans.
they can still be seen as dancing shadows.
Not here, though.
Hundreds, thousands of years later. And then other places are not like that.
Tracked down the Moon of Pits. This moon is barely habitable. Seems unlikely it was ever We're just standing on freaking train tracks. I'm pretty sure it was not a naturally occurring train. What could have happened to do this? The soil here is rock dust. The air is no more than backwash. Nothing has ever grown here. Why can't I focus on the thing? There we go. Overturned cart, just like the one on the dig site where we met Sia. Quarrying? Mining? There is an inscription. Ha! It's upside down. That's cute. That's just... The cart is upside down. Right, of course. What we... Nope. Redo. And Hellblade. Have I heard of Hellblade? Perhaps. Perhaps not. What? Confirmed? This is almost certainly due, right? That's a very... this is, I guess, just gonna be forever? Sure. What we do is forever. That will do for now. No, that will do forever. A treasure. No. Yes, a stained fragment of sailcloth. Dating from the earliest days of the nebula. An embroidered message. That was nice of them. It would take a lot, but I wonder if eventually somehow I will be able to sight read this. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, get that out of there. No acts. So nothing crossed off that time. How about this? There we go. drink, water. Could it be wind? No, maybe it's fast. Sail fast? Sure. Sail fast and... no idea. Sail fast and... fast and free? And never... well, if this is do, and this is never... never, don't never stop nevering. Sail fast and free and never stop. Dang, I'm good. Even though I don't know if that's right. Yet there are people who never even leave their home moon. There are people who self-quarantine their whole lives. Same source as the Jug and Sculpture, which means I've now found a new site. The unknown... oh, the unknown extremely ancient site. That's good. Or is she talking about the... yeah, where is this? Out there. Alright. But not the Lost Observatory. That seems like endgame. A metallic relic. A track. Leading to an opening. And of course you intend to go in. Well, it's either that or fly my ship into the sun. Minor radiation markers? I'm at a loss to understand how you do it. I just make shit up. It'll be dark down there. Try not to trip over your feet.
The wind died as we entered the tunnel.
An opening in the moon? A brittle hollow, if you will.
The air
opens
was
up ahead.
ice cold and smelled of rust.
There's a little bit of variety. Having a narrow hallway to walk down.
Then we came out into a wide open space.
It doesn't look like people
Through
ever lived
all the
here.
murky dark, I could make out shapes clinging like spiders to the rock.
Alright, let's leave here and find a different place to explore. One with fewer spiders in the rocks. Ramps. You noticed? Of course I noticed. A control room. Control panels. We've seen this design before. These are for robots. Let's try turning it on. No! And if it does and causes this chamber to collapse, then success. Then that means I got the good ending. Nothing's going to collapse. 6. Ah. Ah. Human optimism. I've never understood such an obvious evolutionary flaw. I could have looked for inscriptions first. There could have been an inscription like, don't touch this one. Do not touch button. Well, that was a little bit animated. Requires me to stay in proximity to it. Otherwise, it will reset. You can let it go. Hey, Nogia. How you been? Now we'll look for inscriptions. The wiring has been ripped out. Why would someone do that? To make it work or stop it from working? Any inscriptions though? Apparently I didn't hit one. I would have expected something. Whoever used the pen was for. I haven't seen construction like this before. Maybe in the cratered moon with the ramps. The site is older than the Empire, Mistress. Older than Iox, at least. Exactly like the turret we saw before. On the cratered moon with the ramps. Must be from a similar period. Seems robots get everywhere. Oh. A secret message. Somewhat star-like, so yeah, this might be Nebula. Maybe this means, like, plural. Nebula drinks. Ah, we've got some Pangalactic Gargle Blasters. Similar to Death and Water. Well, this would be like... Oh, no, wait, that's X life. So maybe this is like life. Yeah, this is life water. That's blood. Nebula drinks blood, do you provide? What was this place? A mine for some kind of... What? Is that English? Can I translate that? Robot could push a cart along a rail easily enough. This whole place could have been operated automatically. Oh no, managed to fail to park my car properly and smushed my mailbox. Hopefully no... Oh yeah, yep, I know. I just, usually if I have a word guessed, I just leave it there until she says it's wrong. Almost closed, but stuck on something. I'll put my arm in it. Iron a lamp with a snake design. Dating from ancient times. Looks like there's an inscription on the base. I don't think I've ever hit a mail, but I want to say I think my sister hit our mailbox once when she was still learning to drive. Easy enough to do, right? A little of this, a little of that. Little of that. Little of that. Do, I guess. Translation correct. Yeah, if you haven't seen this yet, this is most of the gameplay. Like there's some walking around and having conversations, but a lot of it is they give you these there's this language that we're trying to translate. Anything that has the word next to it, it means I've already figured out that word. Anything that has a question mark means that was my last guess for what it might be. And then, well, once I fill it in, you'll see. You'll see. I'll do it. Put this there, that there. And that, and that. This isn't working. Oh, no. No. This is definitely give. Oh, yeah, there's the flying, too. There isn't too much that you can do here to, like, get it right. It's very, here, just try this. Alright, so since I had guessed give on another puzzle, and I've used it a couple times now, and just kind of arbitrarily, after you've used it a number of times, they'll either say, yes, this is correct, or no, this must be something else. So we've been very gradually... Alright. So actually, all of these words are confirmed. I give this something you. Up here, these are related words that each of these are question marks, so I don't know for sure that any of these are right, but they show you here are words that look similar, like this has these two glyphs, the this and the this, and the dot. This and the dot and the O. I give this thing. This is inscribed on a heavily scratched iron lamp. I mean, any word could be thing. I'm not going to guess thing. Put as if, even though I don't really get it. We'll look at it again later. Most likely, this comes from the same site as the fragment of sailcloth we found here earlier. We've got a lot of information on the unknown, extremely ancient site now. This will make the site easier to locate. So as you find things that have inscriptions, you also figure out where they might have come from, so that becomes a new destination that you can go to. It's hard to imagine how this was built. This place must have been quite an operation in its time. The walkways appear still stable. So if I look at my inscriptions, I have several that are like completely solved, where I know for sure what they say. It's confirmed. And if I look under solvable, so I have a bunch here where I just need to click on this because I now know all of these words. Oh, this was one that I recorded, but she was like, this is too long and there's too many unknowns. I don't even have enough to make a guess. So apparently now I can do it. I think this is the first one of these that we've come up against. Where they go, yeah, you'll be able to come back to this later, and now is the later. Okay, no mechanicals. Oh, I wonder if mechanicals with that in front is gonna wind up being the word for robot. Yeah, I bet that's it. Okay, and so at random we're told my guess of near, not correct. This means at. Okay, this word is inside of find. So I think it might be by order of guardians, masters. Oh, there's the word for maybe the word for robots. If this is order, then this is probably masters. Like master would be who. By order of masters, we watch. Looks like evening. We watch the darkness. Hey Jade. So I guess that's it. But all I can do is say, okay, that's confirmed. May the gods hold your heart. That one's confirmed. This was in the Emperor's Secret Garden, and this was another one that she just gave up on as soon as we found it. Like, it's too long. Or there's too many of the words are unknown. Oh. Take that out. The Sweet Empire. Empires. Law. Knowledge of. They. Okay, don't do that then. Fine. Empires. Strong. Alright, don't use the is. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, it's hard. Am I still missing? Okay, not strong. Dun, 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 dun. See, there's really no... This is what's a little weird about the game. There's really no rhyme or reason to want... It's not empires. Okay, so it's just use the actual word empire. There's no rhyme or reason to why she would be able to look at this and say, like, that's not right. The that's not right is very arbitrary. All right. I feel like we've maybe got it this time. No? Oh, should this be love or heart? Let's maybe it's heart. We haven't ruled out love or heart yet. Okay, finally got it. Knowledge of something 1, something heart, and something of empire. This is going to be each. Yeah. Knowledge of each one. Ooh, I don't know what this is yet. The little, this in front. This is, and this is not. So what could you put in front of this? Was? Past tense? Oh, did I know that this was the past tense marker? It might be. Was, heart, and... This is going to be strength. Strength. I like it. Alright, so this knowledge of each one was heart and strength of empire. Golden. All about that. Oh, yeah, that one's done. So now we have unsolved, solved, and alright, we no longer have any solvable that we're sitting on. Maybe it was broken to keep something in. You think there's a monster down there? There are no monsters here or anywhere else. Quiet you. Hold down this button and leave me alone. Oh, what was on the other panel? No. There was another dot. Besides him. Just because I walk into the room doesn't mean let go. Did I tell you to release that? I assumed since you were here... Well, that makes an ass out of robots and robot kind. Please do not go off exploring again. I'm going to. It's my job. Bring up the walkway yet again. And this time I will try to click on the other dot before I leave the room, if it appears. I had a couple streams ago while I was playing this, I made a comparison to how... There, that one. How do I... Sometimes you can see a dot, but you can't, like, focus on it. Maybe it's not real. Maybe I imagined it. It's right there, though. Oh, it's just another way to... Oh, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Maybe that's how you say let it go, from the outside. No? Alright, I can't yell at him.
Once, I'd found a hangar underground on Elbereth.
6. I hear you, mistress. Can't jump down. It's far too far. Storerooms? Barracks? Scaffolding? Used to winch things up from further down to be loaded onto carts and carried outside. Oh, I can yell at him. Good. Starting to say, when I played through Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, there was a part where you come upon some old, like, Still can't reach you. The iron cart has moved, but there's a gap that I cannot jump. It's a very tiny gap. Fuja! Easy. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, noob. Just look what we did. Trains! Apparently. Hope we didn't smash whatever was inside. Too badly, anyway. There's an inscription. Can't smash that. Inscriptions are eternal. Upside down again. All will live? Is that last one live? Survive? Live? Yeah. Look at this. I can read a whole language. A whole fourth language besides English, Japanese, and European. Are people here struggling to survive? I would imagine so, mistress. If there were people here at all. I suppose it was obvious there were people here. What would robots do with all this? They're the masters, after all. Here's something. What have we got? This is a crude hammer. A metal headpiece. Oh, thank goodness there's a carved motif along the handle. Otherwise, I would have no use for it. Ah, okay, this is another one that she's not even going to try. Same site as the lamp and sailcloth. We found both of them on this planet, so... And another inscription. Blank are free. One of these words in my notebook, but I'll have to take a stab at what's left. Similar to robots. Slaves are free? Because when we found like something else with this in front, and it turned out to be possibly guardians. Does the word for slave have the word for robot in it? I think there have always been slaves in the nebula. Heated towels are free. One way or another. It's a running joke from another Phoenix Wright game. Which one was it? Dual Destinies? Where, there was a character who... I have to imagine it was, like... what was it? I can't remember her name. Whatever her name was. It seemed like in the Japanese version, it would have been, oh, she sprinkles English into her, into her vocabulary a lot because she studied abroad in America. And because, for no real reason, they made the American version of Phoenix Wright take place in America. They're like, oh, she studied abroad in Europe. So she sprinkles, like, various European language words into her speech. Like, not that much, but just enough that it's like, what are you talking about? That's clearly not one single language. I knew that, probably. The English word for robot is based on the Czech word for slave. Did I know that? Seems like something I should have... Who was it... who started using the word
A
robot?
narrow shelf of
Asimov?
rock jutting from the chasm wall.
I'm gonna say Asimov. Isaac Asimov. He did a lot of writing in the, what,
Grey buildings
50s?
watched me with empty eyes.
Robotnik, yeah. Beds? There must have been whole families down here. Although apparently his name is Eggman. Like, it's not actually Robotnik. Why don't anyone live here? This place is terrible. Just to work? A little Judgy McJudgerton. Like, hey, your house is garbage. What I was starting to say about the other Phoenix Wright game, the Professor Layton one, there's a part where you find some ancient, like, stuff, and it has, you know, oh, this is a language I've never seen before, but I should be able to work some of it out. And he translates, like, an entire short story. Like, instead of being like, I recognize these 4 words. This is definitely a mine. Overseen by robots, but worked by hand. Oh. Like, the robots were the overseers and the people worked? Seems a little backwards. Robots can't have worked a mine. That's silly. There must have been people doing that. While robots oversaw it. Symbols, yeah. That is also the game where black things are invisible. Happiness. I don't even remember setting that. That must have been from ages ago. Yeah, it seems like has not lose. These panels seem different. They've been sliced open. Like someone wanted to get at the wiring. I've become 2D. If they were to draw me on the floor, got it. I just saw, were those rocks laid out in... Ah. I think that's going to hold. Okay. Did somebody lay a bunch of rocks out on the ground in the shape of words? I am now stuck over here. Can I yell to him? No. Somebody just spelled out rocks in rocks. The walkways in... Oh, wait. Let's comment on it. Let's use our words like an adult. The walkway's in place, but I'm not. Okay. That should hold. Oh no, I'm... Is this going to be an actual... I guess it is, right? I disconnect this one. That'll get me back on there. Okay. Can I yell to him? Don't look down. I had hoped that they wouldn't have, like, real puzzles because of how rudimentary the navigation is in this game. Like... And the animation, like, just to be able to see how things are connected together. 6 falls to his death, just like 1 through 5. Alright, so he is here now and can manipulate these panels. You made it across? The walkways are most stable, impressively engineered. What do you mean you don't approve? I don't care. No other way I'll get across this chasm, and you know it. It's perfectly safe, probably. I don't think that was right. No, I think I want... God damn. Okay, so I should be able... If he's actually going to stand there... He is. Good. I walk out here and then yell to him. There we go. Now we're cooking with water in the fire. First things first, pick up all of the rocks.
Deep pits had been cut down into the rock, while overhead, a natural opening yawned into space.
Scattered rocks. No meaning. Falling through the roof, I suppose. Though only right here, which is strange. Do I need to, like, climb up and look at it from above? Pits in the rock. Seems to go on forever. It doesn't, of course. Still, I wouldn't want to fall in. Drop on a stone. Still falling. The loneliest clink echoed back up the shaft. That's a long way down. The hole throws the stone back at you. There's an inscription on it. Something carved inside the edge. It's like, don't fall, idiot. Which one is the word for idiot? Is this really going to turn out to be aperture? No. It's going to be similar to go. Work? Work is life. Hole is deep. Maybe there was a lot. There still is. See? See? See it? Do you see it? Try looking down.